Thank you for calling the Mr. Buck Entertainment Show. You're live on everybodyradio.com. Who are we speaking with?
Oh, narrator RBX.
Hello, you there?
Hello.
Yeah. Who we speaking with one more time? Let the people know who we got on the phone.
The narrator RBX.
RBX in the building.
You could just call me X. You know, however you choose to do it.
Oh man, you know we roll with the RBX. Yes sir. Yes sir. How you feeling tonight, bro?
Oh man, we coasting, everything good. I can't complain. Trying to, step my game up and be real futuristic and get on the Twitter thing and get everything nice in 2011 on them. You know what I mean?
Yes sir, man. If you do that, man, if you go too much bigger, you already one of the bigger figures.
Oh well, I just stay humble, man. I don't really, I just, must be hugging the block, Long Beach, Compton, Watts, all up in the West. Yeah, where I'm from and whatnot. So I don't really be tripping, but yeah, man, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna downplay it. It is what for the most part, we down to earth, man. Getting ready to hit people with a batch of this new music. We got X3 on the block, and we got X4 about to drop too. And just work on that while we doing the street mixes, keeping everything bubbly and west.
Absolutely, man. You know what? I got a couple of cats in here right now. One of them you should be familiar with, but Mr. Roy Anthony, the comedian extraordinaire, is in the building with me.
Yeah,
right now.
I know that, brother.
What's up,
sir.
Man? I was just
family member.
Man, what's up?
Yes, sir.
Man,
yes, sir.
Hey, fam, I was telling him. Hey, I told him I was talking about you the other day. My man took me and set me in a Porsche, a 4-door Porsche. Am I lying?
Oh, wow. Real spit. We seen them before they even got active. We was like ahead of the curve on it. So, now everybody trying to get with it, but we was like weeks in advance.
X set me down at one. I was like, I had never seen one. I'm like, for real?
Right. Right. That was, I be trying to be futuristic. Sometimes I be stuck in the old school rut, but then they got all the new things, and I sometimes see things, so I just want to let my brothers know they got a 4-door Porsche that's nasty. And brothers thought I was talking about like a little SUV. It's like, nah, it's the sports thing.
Hey, so,
X, you know what? When I first seen it, I was tripping off of it a little bit, but then I started feeling it more. And then somebody came up and pushed one on it, bossy with the rims and all that. I said, you know what?
Oh yeah, they bananas on me. It's a whole nother level with that there.
Yeah, and then I said I might have to get me one.
That's a grown man car.
Hey, X is the one who taught me. This is what he taught me. This is no spit. He said, Roy, he said, you don't be seen nowhere dusty. He said he won't go nowhere if he's going to be dusty. Am I lying?
Right.
He said, don't go nowhere dusty, homie. You got to be clean.
Oh, never. That's been the rule since like 7th grade, man. You couldn't even come in, man. Back when I was in school in Long Beach, you would get bagged on, man. Oh wow! If your house shoes busted, anything, you can't be. So we learned that early. You don't want, especially at lunchtime. Lunchtime is when you get it. If you ain't right, lunchtime you walk out there, you jump in the county line. They used to say, you know what I mean? Because the cats that wasn't, they had their little thing. They was all at the snack line. They joint, but if you had a lunch ticket, that wasn't the business. And you was busted. Come on, man, they bagging on.
Hey, that's funny, man. For those of y'all who've been under some kind of rock or something, for y'all that don't know, this is the OG original RBX from Long Beach. You know what I mean? First cousin of Snoop Dogg himself, part of the Dogg family. X, you know what? Why don't you just give a little rundown on yourself for them people who might have been sleeping under a rock somewhere?
Okay. Well, I think it all started out with the Death Row era. We did the Chronic, then I dropped bombs like Hiroshima, and then after we bombs like Hiroshima, I was over there helping Snoop get his thing together with the Doggy Style record. After that, I think we started working with Dre with the Math Present. We did a couple of joints on that compilation. We did some work with Warren G, Nate Dogg, Eminem, the Marshall Mathers joint with Eminem, RBX, Sticky Fingers. We did a few movies, the East Siders, as well, the East Siders album. We did that. So, I'll just be in the cut with it, though. You know what I mean? I'm about to do my thing, though, like, in a real kind of sort of way. Like, I can't even stress it, but I ain't even want to ever talk about it. Just keep your ears open.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. One of the things I like to do is pay homage to a lot of what we call the ghetto stars. That I actually got that tattooed on me because at the same time, it's people like yourself that stay humble and stay in the neighborhood and come to small radio stations like this, as well as you're always invited to the very, very big ones and stuff like that. So one of the things I always made a promise that no matter how big I got, I'm going to keep it hood. If somebody's starting off in a small level.
Yeah, and that's the promise I made, Some stick to it, some don't.
Right.
I mean, and all I do is control me, man. I ain't, Judgment Day ain't here yet. So for me to be trying to place judgment on somebody for how they doing they cha-cha, that ain't really my style. But for me, that's where I feel at, you know what I mean? Sometimes, when situations get uncomfortable and you out and about, you feel, it's just the natural process. For example, when Thieves is out and they doing what, when they feel threatened, they going back to the hive and to reassemble. So that's just the natural process of things to me, for me to go back to the hive, so to speak, being Long Beach, and regroup from Whoop, then branch out. So I've always kept my ties, and I've got all my loved ones and kin folks there that kept me rooted. So that's where I feel comfortable, man. And then I go from there and hit the block and push my line, and it is what it is. And we real meet real and see real and recognize. So it's all.
You didn't end with church. Every time you talk to me, you like church.
I mean, it is what it is, brother. I can't, read nothing but RBX. I hate to speak on other cats, but we are not just talking about myself here. We're talking about the big West Coast. So how some choose to do their thing is their business. But me, I'm gonna keep mine rooted on the street because that's where I love and that's where I'm from. That's where my heart at.
Absolutely, man. Excuse me. I want to thank you for being on my star-studded show tonight, because like I said, we just had Mad Mike on the show, and then I seen we had a hit right now from we had a hit from KD from the Lynch Mob, and he also told me make sure
I know KD. Yes, sir.
He also told me to make sure he get in.
Icons, right. So man, how I go about getting we need to just sit and build, man, so I can get you some of this new music, like the new 2011 joint, not the 2010 even, like the new, like 2 weeks ago joints. Them is what you need to get.
Hey, you know what? I tell you what, we can make it happen tomorrow. I'll tell you exactly what we got to do and how we gonna go about it. That way, by the time we get back on the air Tuesday, we can have some of that hot music.
And you do know that because I'll push a button and it'll get emailed to you ASAP.
Wow. Man, he was at his house. We was at RBX house, and he had some cold tracks.
So you gonna let this be easy, X? You gonna let us play that on the radio here, baby? We get the exclusive.
What?
Yeah, that was Be Easy. He said we get the exclusive. You gonna let us bust it out right here on Everybody Radio?
Yeah, I'm man. That's what I'm saying. That's why we gotta get. Yeah, because I got a stockpile. A lot of cats think I just been sitting around doing nothing. Actually, I couldn't find a plot avenue, and the way the game is set up now was like, but I couldn't let that steal my creative juices. So what I started doing was just creating. I wasn't telling nobody. I was just playing like I wasn't doing nothing, because if I said I did something, I want to hear it, and if I want to hear it, then, I was just playing the game. No, I ain't done nothing.
Well, I'm a witness.
Doing that, I got a stockpile.
Well, I tell you what.
Like,
I'm a witness, Buck.
I tell you what, you got a home right here on everybodyradio.com, and bring the rest of the family and friends. And I'm not just talking about your famous and celebrity family. I'm talking about the boys that don't have a chance, the boys that ain't got nowhere to go, the boys that got some hot music and don't have nowhere to take your ex. You always know how to contact me. You and I, we talk periodically.
And that's what we got to do, because I want to just, kick the dough in. And I do got a few youngs that's got some heat that got me.
Well,
made me step my game up. I'm like, oh, okay, y'all want to play. Okay, I'm a grown man. Let me show you how it's done. But nevertheless, the youngs is got some womp womp. So, yeah, you got to let that be.
Okay, well, let's make it happen, man. I want to thank you for taking the time out your day and talking to us here on the Mr. Buck Entertainment Show.
Hey, okay, I know you at the house watching the Animal Channel.
Oh man, you pretty much know how it goes. Except I'm just trying to step my game up with the computer so I can start learning how to do things a little bit more futuristic. I work for the night, so that's all. Just trying to get sharp on all levels.
Absolutely, and thank you very much.
Yes, sir. I'm at y'all. Go.